Hi guys, welcome to the channel of love. Okay, I'm chuckling to myself. I've got Lily today in the background. She's actually on the toolbox. Okay, let's turn my phone off. Good morning. No, it's good afternoon. Sorry, it's 5 minutes past midday. Good afternoon. I hope you're all doing well. So we have Lily sitting there on the toolbox. Okay. I'm going to use the Druid Craft Tarot today. We're going to do a Celtic cross. Let's have a look and see what the energy's like today. It's been raining. The sun wants to come out though. Okay, let's have a look. What should we talk about? We're talking about somebody being unhappy. I don't know, they look really teary. They look like they're experiencing the blues. And I guess that's why they call it the blues. Four of Cups. Look at his eyes. He's got like piercing blue eyes, yeah. Okay. There's 3 cups there. There's one behind him. That's like the Holy Grail, unconditional love, but there's 3 cups. The one in the middle is knocked over, which leaves the 2 of Cups. The 2 of Cups is spiritual. A spiritual love connection. We're talking about the strength of the divine feminine here. And should we say about her taming the beast? Let's read these 2 cards before we go any further. The strength. This is the strength of the feminine and masculine energy when they come together. So it'll be this spiritual love connection here. We have a cup that's knocked over in between them. Okay, so it looks like there's a little bit of a block here. Strength of the masculine feminine energy together. This is the strongest card that's in the tarot deck. It's the only card that can ward off the devil. Okay, let's read this. 4 of Cups. A fallow period, stagnation and a limitation. Okay, let's have a look at the meaning of this card. Lacking inspiration or excitement. He's in the blues. Time to lie fallow. To allow your creative juices to replenish. Beware of ignoring a gift or opportunity through indifference or laziness and feeling stuck in a rut. This may pass in due course, developing a structure out of a world born of imagination and feelings. And let's look at the strength card here. What was coming out was beware of ignoring a gift or opportunity through indifference or laziness. Well, there's a block here. So is that indifference or laziness? Developing a structure out of a world born of imagination and feelings. So this masculine very much is looking to restore his creative juices. The strength card. The feminine has something to do with this, as we can see. And I've opened straight up to the strength. With the hermit. Opposite. You will find the wild wisdom that sings in the depths of your soul. There you go, divine masculine. You will find them. You will find the wild wisdom that sings in the depths of your soul. Okay, the key words, unconditional love. That's that cup behind the Holy Grail there. Courage, faith, power with awareness, wild wisdom and compassion. Okay, the meaning of this card. The meeting of the wild and civilised sides. Doesn't say that, Lucy. Okay. The meeting of the wild and civilised selves. A generous and wise person in your life. You could be entering into a deeper relationship with the forces of life and nature. Honour and celebrate your sexuality in a way that causes no suffering. Well, we can see the masculine is not honouring his sexuality. He looks like he's suffering here. Suffering in silence. We can develop mature strength of soul and character by handling conflict with compassionate awareness, trust and love. That's what we're looking at. We're looking at how the Divine Masculine is handling this situation. Okay. Let's have a look at this block then. Queen of Cups. The block is the Queen of Cups. That's about following your intuition. She's the most intuitive queen out there. She's up out of her throne, her chair, and she's following the divine light. But she's actually going into the water, and she's still very calm here. She's just looking forward. Okay. Queen of Cups is a challenge. So can the Divine Masculine do this also? Look forward to the future. Let's find where the Queens are. The Queen of Cups is loving, maternal and intuitive. It may signify you, your mother, a therapist or a woman who inspires love in you and stirs the depths of your emotional nature. Oh, that's the Divine Feminine, isn't it? That's what we seem to do. The profession of acting or the world of theatre and film, work in the field of relationships, okay. It says work in the field of relationship, counselling and healing. And I'm feeling like the Divine Masculine can do with a good dose of this, but he's kind of, do I want to say he's lazy regarding his progression in life or caring about it? He does care, otherwise it wouldn't be coming up on the table, would it? What happened in the past? The High Priestess. So the Divine Feminine has got to the Divine Masculines. It's stirring his creativity with him. It's making him want and long for more. The High Priestess energy. Messages come in, they're being delivered. As above, so below. As within, so without. He's going without. The Divine Masculine is kind of cutting himself off from his own supply of love. As within, so without. So it feels like he's going without at the moment, so he needs to go within. The High Priestess. The message. Present yourself before the mysteries of life. Oh my, that's what the challenge is, presenting himself before the Divine Feminine. Present yourself before the mysteries of life and before the goddess or her priestess in humility and with reverence, open to the stillness and the depths within you to gain strength and wisdom. The key words is depth, intuition, dreams, inner wisdom, a gateway sorry, Jazz, come up, darling. The gateway to initiation, the unconscious and the Divine Feminine. Meaning, entering the stillness. So this is the past energy here. The High Priestess seems to bar our way forward. Don't be in a rush to move onwards. Balance the power of decision making and action, as seen in the Magician card, with the power of reflection and depth. True passivity is strong and fertile and shouldn't be mistaken for weakness or inertia. Be open to your dreams and intuition. I thought you was going to be sick. You look like you kind of You okay? Let's look at the current energy here. Current energy is the Eight of Swords, the Divine Feminine not interfering. Okay, this is going to speak about unfounded fear, I believe. But as you can see, 0, you've just done it again, darling. It's like you keep, I don't know, your body keeps jolting. Are you okay? How many times have I asked you if you're okay? Eight of Swords, current energy with the Divine Masculine actually celebrating the Divine Feminine. He's feeling happy. So his current energy is happy, although we're talking about unhappiness and cutting ourselves off. So he's feeling the love, but will he follow it? Okay, let's have a look. Eight of Swords. Restriction and potential for liberation. You may feel as if you are the victim of circumstances or of another person. Confusion, fear, and loneliness. Potential for completion. Your sense of being trapped may stem from your beliefs or attitude, just as the mind imprisons, so it can set us free. The hardest situations in life often offer the greatest spiritual rewards. Biggest lesson of the Divine Masculine's life, what do you think? Biggest lesson for the Divine Feminine, not to be attached to it. Just to allow things just to unfold. Okay, let's have a look at the masculines because they're in the Three of Cups energy celebrating here. Celebrate good times, come on. Okay, they're wanting it then. Celebration, friendship and gifts. A time for celebration. There may be a specific event such as a marriage or birth. Take the time to enjoy the pleasures of friendship. Joy and energy, receiving help or gifts, the end of a difficult or exhausting period in your life, success in the arts. Okay, so what I'm picking up here is time for a celebration for the Divine Masculine. I think he's realising the Divine Feminine has been sent to him as a gift. Okay. Take the time to enjoy the pleasures of friendship, one step at a time. This is about you both getting yourselves back on track. Okay. Should we have a look into the future? Prince of Cups, in comes an offer. Okay. So let's have a look at this Prince of Cups. Looks like he's coming forth with an offer of love. He's wanting this. The Prince of Cups is idealistic, empathic, I don't know what I was going to say then. Empathic. Something about being pathetic. He's not pathetic, he's empathic. This is definitely a new emotion. Do I say swelling over him? Love? He's idealistic, empathic, and romantic. Someone following their heart must try to avoid the pitfalls of illusion and glamour. And I feel that that's because it scares the Divine Masculine. The light of the Divine Feminine, the illusion, the glamour. Someone falling in love, someone following their heart must try to avoid the pitfalls of illusion and glamour. A conflict between the heart and the need to take action. Inviting others to a social or artistic event and offering your help to others, an impending journey over water. It's not letting on too much about these feelings, these romantic feelings. but they're definitely there. It's like the feeling that he has the need to celebrate. Okay. The need to allow himself to be happy. What's assisting behind the scenes? Death. Transformation. To be or not to be? That is the question. You're a pretty boy. Death card, card number 13. What's assisting behind the scenes? The old and unnecessary wants to die. What passion? Passion's been stirred, you see. How awesome. Just let the old die. Bring on the new. The new prepares to open like a rosebud at the dawn of a new day. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life for me. You know what I'm singing, don't you, Jess? And I'm feeling good. Okay. The keywords are clearing away the old to make way for the new, precursor to transformation, intense passion and initiation. And that's what's been going on in this past energy. Okay. It's like you've been preparing your divine masculine, divine feminine. He's prepared. And I feel the best he's ever going to be. Okay. Because he keeps putting it off. Indecision, bit of laziness, putting in the effort, wanting to put in the effort, but I'm feeling as if he's really wanting to put in some effort now into the connection. The meaning, initiation and transformation. The core structure of initiation involves an expression of death, followed by an experience of rebirth. And you may be at just a moment of initiation. Okay. Coming through the transformation, the death period, and going into a new phase. Okay, being reborn. We often have to die in our old ways of thinking, feeling, or behaving before we can open to our new life. You don't want to take all that crap with you, do you? Stinky thinking. Let's have a look at how, I believe it's the divine masculine, how he's feeling about the situation. Well, I'm picking up an energy, a reason to celebrate. Actually having a reason to celebrate. How cool is that? When you have something like really to look forward to. In today's day and age. Let's have a look at how he's feeling about this situation. 2 of Wands. I feel like he's just going to appear. I would say out of the blue, but he's on the green grass of home. Appear out of the green. I'm feeling the energy of the heart chakra. 2 of Wands. You can just see his outline now. He's outlining. What does that mean when you're outlining? Draw, trace, or define the outer edge or shape of. Give a summary of. He's outlining. She outlined the case briefly. She outlines the case briefly. A briefcase. It's very much about business, working. The divine masculine here could have been working a bit too hard, and she outlines the case briefly. So it's something to do with business. This might be why I feel like he wants to get down to business when it comes to this connection, but he's holding back. Is he holding back? I'm not sure he's holding back. He's holding within the emotions that are unsettling to him. Okay, let's read this. The Two of Wands. Try not to come across as being so emotional. A creative tension, a doorway and exploration. This is how the masculine's feeling. The energy and potential of a partnership, allowing the relationship between two ideas, projects and feelings to unfold and open up new areas of possibility. Although you are satisfied that you have everything you need, you may also long for more. You may be searching for a deeper meaning or contemplating taking a journey. Okay. How is this affecting others? Let's say, how is this going to affect others? And I'm not sure if that's if you take this journey. Let's ask that, because that's what wants to come through. How would this affect others if the Divine Masculine makes this offer? The Star. That's beautiful energy. All your wishes come true. The Star. I'm wishing on a star to follow where you are. And I'm wishing on a rainbow that I see. Okay. How this is going to affect others if you make this offer. So you're looking for some reassurance. The Divine Masculine's wanting some reassurance regarding the outcome. Hey, you okay? Come on, Jasper, how many times I've got to ask you? You're okay? Every time you jump on my lap, I won't do it anymore. I'm going to trust that you're absolutely fine. Okay. How this is going to be affecting others, including the Divine Masculine. Inner and outer are connected in perfect harmony. Sounds very much like the yin yang now, coming together. All you need to do is be. Intuition flows like a bright stream. So it doesn't look like it's affecting you, Divine Feminine, you're just being. But this will affect the Divine Masculine. He will learn how to be a human who's being. Not a human doing, a human being. Keywords are intuition, hope, optimism, healing, openness, calm, and bright prospects. The meaning: confidence and tranquility. You may develop a calm, clear confidence in the future. How is this going to affect others, including the Divine Masculine? You may develop a calm, clear confidence in the future. If you are in need of healing, you may find it helpful to tune in regularly to the star's bright yet tranquil energy. So the Divine Masculine, being around the Divine Feminine, is very healing. It's just what he needs. He may not have known that that was a need of his, but just the essence of the feminine is healing him, miraculously healing him. Inner feelings or positive self-esteem. This is all nice stuff. Okay, what to expect, how this is going to be affecting you. Inner feelings of positive self-esteem, well-being and vitality. Inspiration. You may be the recipient of much love at this time. Nakedness, simplicity, naturalness, freedom and authenticity. And he's gone. He's been waiting to go. That's his foot's been kind of half off the chair. Go and have a think. I can hear a vehicle out there backing up. He's gone for something to eat. Should have a look at some hopes or fears. Which one? 7 of Cups. Okay. This one you've been fantasising for such a long time, and it's time to actually... the cup's already full. It's next door to you. It's ready. But this is still about being in a land of fantasy, daydreaming, mesmerised. He's mesmerised. needing to make a decision, cannot live in this fantasy land forever. It's like you can bring this to fruition and actually experience it in the here and now. 7 of Cups. Or was it just my imagination once again running away with me? Need to trust that imagination, that intuition. Seduction, illusion, and the Grail quest. I picked it up straight over the first card. It was the Holy Grail. You're looking for it and it's right under your nose. Or it's sitting right beside you. Knowing the difference between the imagination and the physical. Difficulty choosing between ideas and possibilities. You may be faced with a number of propositions, but be cautious. They could evaporate. Exploration of potential may have turned into daydreaming. Greedily taking any opportunity to satisfy desires. So I feel like the Divine Masculine doesn't want to rush into this. He may need to make a decision between people, seeing as it has said here. You may be faced with a number of propositions, but be cautious. Okay. Was that all that I... And greedily taking any opportunity to satisfy desires. But what is it that our soul desires? True, unconditional love. Our soul desires to be free and authentic. Should we have a look at the outcome for this reading? 3. That card wanted to come, that word wanted to come through when I said you want to be. I was actually going to say 3 instead of 3. Someone's taking a leap of faith, the Fool. Cutting down an olive branch, could be mistletoe coming in for a kiss. Olive branch to extend extend. Is there even a word? Extend. To extend peace, love. It's time. It's the 7 of Pentacles, so the harvest is here, and then we have the 2 of Swords. Interesting. Because I'm picking up now that one of the fears of the Divine Masculine is that you may actually have a choice between 2 people. You might have to make a choice because it's you that's at the crossroads. Let's read this. So it feels like the Divine Masculine, if he doesn't take this opportunity, then of course you'll be sent in. Well, you won't be sent in, you will attract your match. So there's this energy here of not waiting too long. Otherwise you could have choices. He's not sure what your choices are anyway. I feel like he's not even sure if he is a choice. Let's read this, the Fool, taking that leap of faith. He doesn't want to come across as being a fool. A fool for love. Look, he's actually got this branch. It's like, do I cut this down and offer it, take that leap of faith, throw myself off of the cliff and see what happens? Leave it all in the hands of the divine. So it's a bit of a free fall energy here. Oh, a free fall. So we've got 3rd time lucky. This could be about having maybe 3 relationships. You know, maybe you've had a couple of really serious relationships in the past. It's like 3rd time lucky. Let's read what the Fool is up to. This is the outcome. And I want to say this is the outcome. Okay, Divine Masculine, you're not going to know until you ask. You won't know what the deal is unless you actually ask. The Feminine, which means that you're going to need to take a leap of faith into the unknown. Okay. So the message, trust in your inner knowing. Life is an adventure, a journey of discovery to be enjoyed. Innocence, freedom, potential, trust, play, openness, courage, optimism. So I want to say, if this leap of faith is taken, because we spoke here about if the offer's made, what can you expect? Well, with the Fool, he gets to go again. It's a clean slate. But he has to take that leap of faith. So the key words are innocence, freedom, potential, trust, play, openness, courage, and optimism. A journey of discovery, youthful optimism, a new beginning, confidence, faith, and courage as you face a new project or phase, taking a risk and trying something new or unconventional. You can be serious about life, but enjoy it too. To gain wisdom, combine openness and optimism with an awareness of your innate. Lucy, get back with the word. The innate, just didn't sound right, divinity, trusting in the ultimate goodness of life. Seven of Pentacles. It's time. And I feel the masculine feels it's just time. There's no time like the present. Seven of Pentacles. Bearing fruit, harvesting and clearing. So this is also in the outcome. Let's hold it up because he's actually like cut it down. Look, this is what he's thinking about his approach. Could be thinking a bit too much about it. Just go with the flow. See where it leads you. You know where it's leading you because I've told you where it's leading you. Into the Star and into this Fool energy of taking this leap of faith. Okay. Seven of Pentacles, bearing fruit, harvesting and clearing. You can take a break to enjoy the results of your hard work. A relationship, project or business that you've been nurturing may now be able to grow by itself. If the harvest isn't yet ready, the card counsels patience and a trust in the natural cycles of growth. Clear unnecessary clutter from your life. Take stock of a situation before moving forward. Feeling as if the masculine's fearing a bit of rejection here. Okay. If you are rejected, it's for your own protection. That's a good way to look at rejection. Rejection is a form of protection. It's not ready. Two of Swords, dilemma, opposition, procrastination. You may bring about a temporary reconciliation. Eventually the storm clouds will break and the conflict will be resolved. So I'm feeling this is what you brought about, Divine Feminine. For both of your energies to meet. To meet in the middle. Interesting, because we picked up on these Three of Cups here and one being knocked over. But then we have like, let's raise a toast. What are we raising a toast to? It's kind of like the Divine Masculine is a little bit up. I don't know, I just feel like celebrating. Let's raise a glass. To masculines, this would be lovely if it's a collective of Divine Masculines. Waking up. Good job, well done. Current energy. They've definitely felt a transformation because we've got the Death card here. So, seeing as the Divine Feminine come up with not really interfering, this is the outcome as well. This is completely up to the Divine Masculines. The only pressure that the Divine Masculine's feeling is the pressure that he's put onto himself. So you may bring about a temporary reconciliation. Eventually the storm clouds will break and the conflict will be resolved. You may be struggling with a dilemma, a need for diplomacy, negotiation and integrity. Knowing when to confront, when to decide, and when to placate, calm or compromise. Placate, is that how you say that word? Okay. You're knowing how to handle the situation, Divine Feminine. Who's that outside like? Sounds like their wheel's spinning. Shall we have a look at the bottom of the deck? The Tower. Shifting universes is coming up. Shifting universes. Let's get to Journey of Love. Both your universes are shifting. It's like they're colliding. The Tower. Let's read what the Tower. Major Arcana here. You've got no control over this. The divine is all over the situation. The Tower, you are blessed with A1. Fury may precede grace. Destruction may precede creation. The work of liberation, deepening and illumination progresses. Sudden illumination happens very quick here, guys. Revelation, destruction preceding creation, release of tension, liberation and awakening. The meaning, change and inspiration, is a time of great change, either inward or outward. Old structures, beliefs, frames of reference are swept away to make way for creativity and inspiration and the next step on your path, a flash of insight or illumination. And nothing's going to get in its way. Okay, Journey of Love, please. Hidden Beauty. Let's read this card. I will get another one. Excuse me. Card number 45. You are glimpsing beauty, and yet there is more to be revealed. This is more than you... Okay. I feel like this is what the Divine Masculines had a glimpse into. The light of the Divine Feminine came up yesterday and has strengthened intuition. I want to say her power is most definitely coming through today, how it's influencing the Divine Masculine. So I want to say this is, I feel the whole message is for the masculine. You are glimpsing beauty, and yet there is more to be revealed. There is more than what you are currently seeing. To attempt to force the vision would prevent you from seeing what is being revealed. Be patient and look more closely. Soften your heart and ask to be shown the beauty in the situation that is being shown to you. Wait, let the vision come alive, and you shall witness what was once hidden. This oracle brings you a suggestion. We like suggestions, don't we? From divine guidance. You may think you see the whole picture, but if you look deeper, you shall see something that brings you much joy, hope, and reassurance. There is a more beautiful perspective here that affirms and nourishes you and all involved in the situation of your life that are puzzling you at present. Take heed and relax. All is as it's meant to be, and soon you will be able to see. That's awesome. It looks like it's raining again. Okay. Let's do the poem. When I close my eyes at night, I see your face, your lips, the brush of your hair across your brow, the down of your skin, soft against my touch. My love grows in the solitude, listening for the morning light and you. How beautiful is that? Right, let's get another card. Contemplation, card number 69. All these two click together. Got to contemplate a few things. I've just gone to sensual awakening. Okay, coming together. There's definitely this insecurity here about nakedness. She's naked here. And it spoke about nakedness here. What to expect? Nakedness. Nakedness? Nakedness. Need to be transparent. Nothing to hide. Okay. Within you, there is a question arising. When you get the question right, the answer will be self-evident. But you will have to plunge your consciousness deep within to find the right question, to articulate it clearly and understand what it is that you are really asking. Now, I feel this is what the Divine Masculine is searching for. It's like, what on earth do I say? What's that question? It is about that right question. You need to ask the right question. What is it that you're really wanting to ask? So within you, there is a question arising. When you get the question right, the answer will be self-evident, but you have to plunge your consciousness deep within to find the right answer, to articulate it clearly and understand what it is you are really asking. That question within you is actually a divine gift of awakening. It is your future awakened self waiting to be found and calling to you too. Let the question arise through dreams, dance, meditation, sleep, yoga, time in nature, swimming in the ocean, bathing in an aromatherapy bath, or receiving a hot stone massage. The question holds within it the next unfolding petal of the lotus of your being. This oracle brings you an invitation to enter into the mystery of your life and your being, and to allow the biggest question you can summon to emerge from your heart and be expressed through love. Your question may emerge as clear and shining, or soft and yielding, a question with no words, only feeling. Whatever truth emerges, let that be your contemplation. In response to that question, the next step will unfold before you, revealed in perfect clarity and perfect timing. This oracle brings you a message for your own divine nature. Come sit with me and breathe. I want to ask you something. I want you to ask me something. Together there is a conversation that we are to have now, and there will be a beautiful accord between us that overflows into all of your relationships, bringing more understanding and peace. Okay, the poem. Patterns break through the night in beams of light awakening. I'm just going to get it so it flows. Patterns break through the night in beams of light awakening, memories of walking on sand, moments waves replace, waiting for another passerby. Reflections, time to look outward in, to find those hidden spaces, residing alone, waiting for a twin soul, waiting for myself. There's your yin yang. This is a beautiful reading. Let's have a look at your sacred destiny. I just can't see the cards. Sacred destiny? Feels very much like there needs to be an assurance of an outcome, a guarantee. You'll get the guarantee once you take the leap of faith. That's how it works. You're rewarded for your bravery each and every time that you step out of your comfort zone. Relaxation. Okay. This card came up the other day in it was when I was doing past, present, future, or was it in a pick a pile? I'm not sure. It doesn't matter. Let's read it. The message is coming up today. Relaxation. Harvest moon. On a warm, peaceful autumn night, a gentle haze softens the light of the full moon. The songs of the night birds softly emerge through the dark against the backdrop of the sonorous outpouring of the frogs that line the lake shore. The stillness allows your senses to expand. You inhale the earthly dampness in the air, hear the nuisances of the night sounds, look at the muted reflections of the moon in the lake, and sense the deep quietude of the night. A full moon occurring close to an autumn equinox It's called a harvest moon. The harvest moon symbolises that all you have worked for is coming to fruition. In other words, you can put your feet up, relax, and let go. The sacred landscape wants you to know, when you receive this card, relax. All is well. No need to strive or push to get ahead. Beneath the surface of life, everything is gently propelling you in the right direction. You can lay down your burdens and simply unwind. Slow down and allow calmness to fill you. When you relax and relinquish control, your intuition expands and you create the space for your spirit guardians to help you. Additionally, it's vastly easier to heal and have positive outcomes in life when you are rested and not filled with worry and a need to control outcomes. Lie back, stretch out, and watch magic unfold in your life. The power of love. And then I think I will pull a romance angel, maybe some lovers oracle. Cause and effect. You are aware that the love you create in your thoughts is an agent of change and the foundation of your results. Wow. For every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. That's a law of physics in this physical dimension. There is also a universal law of cause and effect. The circumstances that you are living in at this exact moment are a direct result of all the thoughts that you have created. Thoughts are real. They are made up of energy, colour, density, designed and propelled by your intention. The universe in turn will perfectly respond to the thought energy you have created. If you desire a life full of love, happiness and abundance, you must be mindful of your thoughts because you are the director of your destiny. Think of yourself as a magnet, attracting to you what you send out. It is imperative that your thoughts be of a high vibration because the energy of judgment and condemnation will find its way back to you. What you sow, you will reap. So make it a daily practice to monitor your thoughts. Let love be your guide. Let love be your guide. You need to watch your thoughts as well, Divine Feminine. Okay. Oh, I said I was going to pull a romance angel. Yes. Whereabouts are my lovers oracle? Let's see what the romance angels would like to say regarding this situation. Unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. The romance angels compassionately bring you this card as an answer to your relationship question. The person you're inquiring about has many qualities that you find attractive. However, there's not enough mutual attraction to create the passion you're seeking. Why is that? Because the Divine Masculine, he's like feeling all this passionate energy alone. He needs to come forth. So unrequited love is coming up as a big fear that you could be wrong. You're not trusting what you're feeling, you're thinking, what you're knowing, what your soul knows. So it talks about like the runner and chaser, the cat and mouse, which is a really, it's an unsettling energy. And yesterday's reading was about playing hide and seek in love's garden. Okay. This relationship is more like a cat and mouse chase, with one partner continually retreating and disappearing, Mr. Invisible, and neither person enjoys this imbalance, and lack of chemistry is the reason. You may both share genuine love, which in itself can be a foundation for a long-term relationship. This card comes to you simply to help you understand the missing component, which you both can sense. You can't have a relationship if you're avoiding each other, or if the Divine Masculine's avoiding this. So it's just pointing out to you what the actual issue is. And it's the cat and mouse. Every relationship is a synergy of blended energies, and you can't completely control the attraction factor, but you can override it and steer it. Sometimes painful childhood experiences can draw you to unhealthy relationships as you recreate the original situation in an attempt to heal it. And I'm feeling, because I spoke about maybe having choices, maybe different propositions. And then I spoke about having like previous relationships. And it's like, oh, do you actually go again? Do you trust in going again? If you're basing it on your past experiences. But those past experiences you created, the cause and effects that you could heal. Let me reread that. Sometimes painful childhood experiences can draw you to unhealthy relationships as you recreate the original situation in an attempt to heal it. You can ask the angels for guidance to help you elevate your spiritual frequency so that you attract a partner of a similar nature. You deserve to be in a relationship of mutual appreciation and attraction, so it's worth your time and effort to manifest one with these qualities. And that, I feel, is where the laziness is coming through. Is it really worth the Divine Masculine's time? It most certainly very much is worthwhile. Okay. Very soon is next. Very soon. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. Let's actually put another card from the Romance Angels. Yeah, religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. And why would you want to drop all those on the floor? Okay, we've got wedding. We've got playfulness. Retreat. New love. Keep an open mind and express your love. Jeez, did actually a card come out? Religious factors. This is about the opposites here. I'm going to reread that Four of Cups. Beware of ignoring a gift or opportunity through indifference or laziness. There's the indifference. And then there's the laziness. Okay. Religious factors. This card reveals that religion and spirituality are subtle but important factors in your love life. Perhaps you're looking for a relationship with a partner who shares your spiritual beliefs. If so, this card comes to you as guidance to seek your new partner at the church, temple, or meeting place associated with your faith. If you're currently with a partner who isn't spiritually minded or whose beliefs differ markedly from your own, you may feel dissatisfied. You may also be influenced by family traditions that expect you to marry within your own culture or religion. The Romance Angels are helping you address this issue, and they ask you to remain true to yourself during this process. Decide which factors you will and won't accept in your relationship and what your priorities are for your partner. For instance, it's possible that your love interest may live the spiritual principles that you find important, for example, forgiveness, charity, kindness, and the like, without having the same religious affiliation you do. The angels remind you that your partner, like everyone, is a holy child of God. Everyone is spiritual in truth because everyone is spirit. Although it's not up to you to change your partner to match your spiritual path, your affirmations, prayers, and visualizations can have a positive influence on both of you and your relationship. Okay, so there's definitely this difference here. I believe spirituality has shocked the pants off of the divine masculine. Okay, I was looking for some, I can see some Lovers Oracle. Let's see what the Lovers Oracle want to come up with, and then we shall end on a Rumi. Okay, wants to be seen, balance. Love is not always about agreeing just for the sake of it. A great relationship is one that both supports and challenges. And that's exactly what spirituality does. It will support you, but it will challenge you to the core. Balance. Should we get one more? Playfulness. Laughter is the best therapy. Have some fun together. And remember, love is the greatest healer. And I feel that's what the Divine Masculine is craving, for some playfulness, some light-heartedness. He's been surrounded by some heavy stuff. It's like he wants to release the burden. He wants to have a good laugh. Playfulness, Divine Masculine. Laughter is the best therapy. Have some fun together. And remember, love is the greatest healer. Okay, look at the bottom of the deck. It says, give thanks for the blessings of love soon to come your way. Know that you deserve to be and have all that your heart truly desires. Let's end with a Rumi, guys. Are we still like doing over an hour long readings? 57, 54. It will be. Okay. Whereabouts are the Rumi cards? Oh, okay, now we can go for an Oracle of Shadows and Light. Let's do it. We might still end on a Rumi, but seeing as we're talking about the yin yang here, let's pull one of these cards. I just saw Breaking Dawn. Sewer Mermaids, your sensuality is beautiful. Now, we've been picking up on this insecurity of nakedness, getting up close and personal. Okay, let's have a look at the Sewer Mermaid. Your sensuality is beautiful. About the Sewer Mermaid. When the Sewer Mermaid swims in, she is here to remind you of the treasures you have that you may have labelled bad and perhaps even pushed away, forced underneath. We often have negative thoughts that we are too short, too tall, our thighs too large, our breasts too small, our hair not right, our face not pretty enough. We speak to ourselves in negative ways and we begin to feel we are not good enough. And when this takes place, the result can be that we begin to create negative experiences, blockages, and difficulties. We push people away rather than attract them. We hide for fear that what others see will not be good enough. But this mermaid of the hidden spaces is here to show you that your dark thoughts have told you lies about your great beauty. You are your own self, and all that you are is perfect, whole, and complete. The sewer mermaid says that you may try to push her away and refuse to believe that you are beautiful. But when you are ready, she will swim to you and free you from all the harmful negative thoughts and experiences, all the sewage. You will begin to believe that no matter what, you are a beautiful being, healthy, attractive, and one who deserves love, respect, and affection. The sewer mermaid speaks. I love it because we have the hidden beauty card come up, look. The sewer mermaid speaks. I am here. I've got the hiccups. I am here to show you how to believe in yourself. That you are attractive, beautiful, and worthy of love and respect. I will show you how to see your body as a place of health, delight, and strength, and I will never die or go away, no matter what you have been told, no matter what you have told yourself, and no matter what your society has told you. Let's clean up your physical and mental acts. Let's love all aspects of the physical self. Let us not criticise and hate ourselves, no matter our size, shape, or differences. We are all unique expressions of the divine, and that truth most certainly applies to you. Let us not be ashamed anymore. Let us celebrate who we are and learn to love the differences and be grateful for all that we have, are, and will be. There you go. Celebrate divine masculine. Let's look at the divination message. Part of you that is natural and beautiful, most likely your body and appearance, has been influenced by thoughts and ideas about it being unworthy, unhealthy, and perhaps even dirty. So a part of you has had to evolve and exist in a less than healthy way. It is time to clean up your act, not of your natural looks, but of the way you have thought about yourself. Something beautiful has been treated badly. It is now up to you to begin to reframe your ideas and thoughts, and therefore your experiences of yourself, your body, your worth, your ability to attract others, and to see yourself as worthy of love, respect, and consideration. Let this strong survival mermaid show you how to love yourself and your appearance again, and rise above the rubbish and stink of negative conditioning regarding your beautiful body and unique self. You are beautiful and very worth loving, and this is the only truth that must be told at this time. No more stinky thinking. You are beautiful in every single way. Okay. Where are we going? Roomy. Words can't bring me down. No, don't you bring me down today. Let's end with a Roomy. What day are we on? Wednesday. Okay. Did I finish all my coffee? Oh, I can feel the card. Mr. Maintenance Guy's outside. She offers the sacred wine, so drink. And here is the divine feminine. She offers the sacred wine, so drink. She has the Holy Grail. 32. O wine giver of enlightened hearts, offer me the wine of your kindness, for this is the reason you have brought me here from the desert of oblivion. O beautiful wine giver, pour me the wine that gives me insight. Offer me the wine from the sea of love and fill my heart with pearls. Pour it into my heart until I shred the veil and go beyond reason. My spirit is consumed by judgment and my life is reduced by thoughts. Pour that precious wine over the frozen cries of skeptics until their words become warm and their nays become yays. Will you say yes to me? I want to take you with me on a wild adventure. There we shall be, tripping, stumbling, falling like fools, laughing our most unconstrained laughter as we drink the sweetest of offerings. Raucous and silly shall we be, though undoubtedly we are from the noblest and most royal lineage. Nonetheless, standing outside, okay. Nonetheless, standing inside the tavern, they're not open at the moment. Meet outside a tavern. Okay. I'm just being so tickled by my hair. I've just noticed it's 13:11. Okay. Nonetheless, standing inside the tavern, warm and illumined by the golden hearth fires, we would hold on to each other, barely able to stand up straight, crying with so much laughter, sweet wine coursing through our blood. Beloved, you are being offered a gift that is beyond your understanding. This gift is from the hand of the divine beloved, an offering to you that will lift you beyond what you have known into the next opening of your inner eye, of your heart, of your soul, so that it may caress the earth with the light of heaven. This may sound wonderful, and indeed it is. Yet welcome though this gift may be, there is a trick to receiving it, you see. When the sweet wine is offered, you must drink, but also be willing to become drunk. You must be willing to let go of your control. You must trust in what will happen, trust that you will be cared for, or that you may appear to be the fool. You must be willing to not have all the answers, or indeed any answers at all, my wise soulmate, and trust that this is according to the higher plan and not some inadequacy or error. So, will you accept the gift that is coming to you, the offering that the sacred feminine brings to you now? It is sweet wine she offers. It shall be an enjoyable journey receiving this gift, a wearing away of resistance and restraints towards life through the sheer pleasure of aliveness without thought. Oh, what a journey this is to be for you. So much that is truly wonderful and incredible, sacred and extraordinary awaits you, you who are asked to drink from the generous cup the great beloved is bringing towards your lips. So what if your speech becomes incoherent and you have no words to describe what you feel, or if the world around you ceases to understand you? Could any of that compare to the great bliss of being fully alive and dancing with the divine ones in dazed splendour at the beauty of life? This is a party you want to attend, trust me, even though no one will be much interested in talking because they will be too busy dancing. Everyone will envy you, though if you open your heart to invite them too, many will say, oh no, I have to wash my hair and I have to sort through my accounts and count my fingers and toes. It would take me too long and I simply won't be ready to attend. But you go, of course. You enjoy yourself, whilst I am working long and hard at things so very important. And you may hang your head and wonder if you too should stay at home and wash your hair and tend to your accounts and count your fingers and toes many times over perhaps to make sure you get it right. But then you'll hear the distant sounds of clinking glasses, of music, of stomping feet and dancing. Stomping feet, it says stomping and dancing, and laughter. And you'll think a wise thought, so wise indeed that you'll stop thinking immediately after thinking it. That thought will be, forget this to-do list, I'm going to go and have some fun. This oracle comes with guidance for you. Are you having fun yet? Well, you may need to wash your hair and tend to your accounts. That is fine. You may even need to count your fingers and toes. But over and over again, beloved, surely you can find some time in between the endless to-dos of your to-do list to throw a tantrum and come dancing with me instead. Your honour and commitment, discipline and focus are certainly to be rewarded with some uninhibited nonsense, hopefully. Come, put aside that seriousness for a moment or more and allow the wild child in you to take your body and soul for a spin. Together, let's go and paint the town the colour of love. I love it. I'm going. Have yourself a fantastic day, and I will catch up with you soon. Okay, take care. Much love. Bye for now.